Hey y'all, what's going on? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday. I mean, not Friday, a wonderful, wonderful hump day, and I intend on doing the exact same. What's going on, y'all? Now, before we get into today's mess, let's talk about what we got coming up on the platform. Now, today is Wednesday, which means there won't be no chasing panel today because of the holidays. However, make sure you guys tune in on Thanksgiving afternoon for a brand new episode of One on One with me and Bundy Blue. Okay, it's going to be a great episode. It's only an hour long. We had a great conversation, and I was going to just put this out on December the 1st, but I said, you know what? Why not give them a Thanksgiving treat? Because I don't really intend on doing no content on Thanksgiving. So why not just give them a new episode of One on One? So One on One will be airing on Thanksgiving Day at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys get into that. And then on Friday night, Boys Night Out will be returning for the 7th episode. And then be sure to get into the live review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. All right. So with that being said, you guys, that's pretty much all that we got for the church announcements. So let's go ahead and get into the mess. And it all involves Diddy. This is a whole surviving Diddy video. There's a whole lot to talk about right about now. So we're going to go ahead and get into that first. Now, Miss Aubrey O'Day, who was always one to speak up against Puff Daddy, had some things to say, and she shared her disappointment in the Cassie settling with the Diddy case. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on the screen, and this is what she said. She was basically saying money accountability every time. Welcome to another chapter of the system is well in place. Okay, and there was people in the comments, there was people that was wondering if she was mad at Cassie about settling. So then that's when she came back and she said, I was talking about Diddy, not Cassie. She told her story. She was brave. The person that needed to hold themselves accountable was Puff, not her. Justice is a word that means nothing to those that can afford its grasp. And I definitely agree with Aubrey. Now, these are what some of the people had to say, okay? Bobby likes, we knew that, boo. Someone said, protect Aubrey, Morgan, O'Day at all costs. Someone says, y'all comprehension skills are horrible because there's no way y'all believe that she was talking about Cassie. And there were some people who really believed that she was, honey. She's saying he using money to get out of this versus being held accountable and facing real consequence. Y'all really need to learn how to read. I personally don't care. It's women out here abused who can't get 30 million for their pain. I don't feel sorry for women who stay with billionaires and endure the abuse. I cannot stand motherfuckers like that because I really want to call her out her name because that's what she deserves. But I can't stand people like that. And I think it's unfair to compare the two. It is not Cassie's fault that there are women out there that are abused that cannot get $30 million for their pain. That is not her fault. So for you to say you don't care just because she getting money for her pain and the average woman is not, it's up to me. Stop. So you saying that you don't feel sorry for the women who stay with billionaires and endure the abuse. So do you feel sorry for the same women that stay with a broke and they endure the same abuse from a nigga versus a damn billionaire? Is that what the fuck you trying to say? Because if that's what you're saying, then you sound stupid. I mean, why can't any woman get any empathy? Why does it have to be some type of something to go along with it? So she was the regular woman that was dealing with a man that worked at a damn manufacturing plant, you will feel sorry for her. But because this is a woman that had a career and stayed with a man that was worth over $1 million or whatever, then you don't feel sorry for her. No matter how much money she had, no matter how much money he had, no matter how much he was able to pay her, at the end of the day, she was still fucking abused. So it really doesn't matter. I don't like that. I hate it when people do that. The money does not make her any less of a woman because at the end of the day, Cassie is still a fucking woman. At the end of the day, no matter what money she got, she's still a motherfucking woman that was abused by some that didn't give a some that abused her, made her be his personal sex toy. I mean, basically trafficked her in a sense. Had her fucking other niggas in front of him, for his own pleasure, for his own enjoyment. I hate it when y'all use the money thing as a way to downgrade somebody else's experience. Like, I need to see the comments of what was said when she said that. Let me see. It would have been leaked next. Someone says, at some point, we as women must know the signs of a hard life is survival. Most shown in rationalizing BS to be chosen by a useless man. Every woman knows how hard life is. You all look stupid when you log in and forget that. Grow up, period. Okay. Someone says, no one cares what you think. You're a grown man. Wait, so that was a man that said that? You're a grown man who can't even spell properly. Someone said, even if they could get 30 mil can't erase the rehabilitation needed. Staying and enduring is never two words abused victims can say are free will. But your lack of empathy is a norm, so it won't add or subtract from the situation. And that is very motherfucking true. That is very true. Even though she getting $30 million for her pain, it's not making her pain is not going to go away. Her experience is never going to disappear, and she will forever remember the situation. 30 mil or not. So let's not make this about money. Okay? The next comment said, if you read the freaking document, she tried to leave, but she could not. He would find her. You just said it yourself. He's a billionaire. He can get access to her. Y'all are dealing with broke men, so it was easy for y'all to leave, but y'all don't. You're just mad because you're jealous that you can't get no money for your abuse. Seek help and heal without bashing others for getting their justice that they deserve. And I agree with every word that was said here. Ain't nobody looking for no sympathy. They're looking for justice, okay? And like I said before, so it would have been easier if she was dealing with a broke man. It would have been easier for you to deal with that if she was dealing with a broke man. Oh, girl, just shut the fuck up. Like, that's just the stupidest I have ever motherfucking heard in my life. Like, just shut the fuck up. Okay, period. Just shut up. Because I've never heard such stupidity come out of somebody's mouth before in my life. Most women try to leave and they come right back. Have you not read books about women that go through abusive relationships and how they stay and how it takes them several times to leave before they actually motherfucking leave? Like, get a grip. I just hate seeing women do that. Like, I really hate to see women always saying dumbass shit like that, questioning a woman's story, always trying to downgrade a woman for certain things. Like, it was crazy. Like, that shit is crazy, and I hate comments like that. Here's another comment. This last time she left him publicly, it was never messed with again. She could have done the same thing previously. She left because he wasn't marrying her. Now, how the narrative switched. She had the world and law enforcement on her side and was more comfortable staying than fighting for her life. It never makes sense. You scared but stayed, knowing you will endure either decision. It's weak and it's an excuse. You enjoyed the orgies. Now move on. Another dumbass broad saying some stupid ass shit. Okay, like, come on now. Like, I cannot stand sick bitches like that. And yes, I said the word bitch. I cannot stand sick ass bitches like that. They really sit up here and get on blogs and comment sections and say dumbass shit like that. What if that was your mama going through that? What was that? I could tell that a lot of these folks ain't never been through no shit like that or never seen no shit like that. Because if they did, they wouldn't be saying the dumbass shit. But anyway, next up is Joe Budden. This is next up on Surviving Diddy. Joe Budden, honey. Now, on Joe Budden's podcast, he reacted to Diddy's allegations and Cassie's lawsuit and people saying that he's biased because he knows Diddy. Let's listen in on what he had to say. Let's take a listen, y'all.
You gotta take my word.
Yeah,
I think. That's what nobody really saying. All right, come on, move on.
Nah, I'm with
we got it.
All of this shit is fucked up there.
yeah. Sounds like a toxic situation in general.
That's the perfect word.
Ish and I was discussing that people have been calling our phones that don't watch podcasts.
I don't think niggas even watch podcasts. Niggas blowing my phone up. Yo, y'all niggas better keep it real on Diddy. Don't let Joe be skating by.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Somebody
at least they let y'all. The niggas are telling me, yo, what Joe gonna say? I said, nigga, ask Joe. Why are you asking me what Joe gonna say?
Or tune in.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yo, are y'all stupid? Like, let's have a moment. Nah, for real.
Damn.
Turn up,
Y'all
man.
gonna make me take these fucking shades off.
Turn up
bro.
in
I've
your
been trying to
Travis
be
Scott's
cool.
while dissing
I've been
Travis
trying
Scott.
to respect the gospel clean version of this podcast. But I be wondering this too at home. The fans echo some of that stupid shit. Do y'all think podcasters are coming into work to say that domestic violence, rape, sex trafficking, and drugging women is right on some fronts? Like, do y'all need anybody to say that all of those things are horrifically mortifying? Y'all didn't need Joe Budden for that, right? Y'all don't even want me for a music review. So I know that I'm not now the right
harbinger of truth.
Nah, you know what
and
really
morality.
Since we here, what really is like what you said for Carisha to the podium. Like, why y'all? Yeah, you have a relationship with Puff. You're known to skirt certain things when it comes to Puff.
But that's the reason.
But nigga, it's people that signed to Puff that got a podcast. So if you want somebody to talk about Puff and you think somebody gonna pull punches or not say nothing, go talk to them first.
That's not that.
See, because I want to add to that though.
That's what I don't like.
Because that's my thing, right? Like, for as much praise as I give Hove and a Puff and a Dame and just for all of the praise, right? Again, back to podcasters keeping some of their thoughts private and just like not having to share everything. I don't feel like I need to come in here and have word vomit about my discernment when it comes to some of the evil shit that goes on in the industry. Nor do I think I'm the mascot and spokesperson to be the deliverer of news for some of the evil shit that goes on in the industry or some of the treacherous, some of the things that are not made not so public, right? Like, I don't think the public would react well if they knew all of the locker room behavior of football players. I don't.
Oh,
True.
But there's some wild enough. You gotta take my word.
Yeah.
So that was Joe Budden speaking on people that were saying that he would be biased if he spoke on the Diddy situation. And Joe Budden decided that he wasn't going to say nothing about it at all, which is very crazy to me and very asinine. And I'm going to tell you why I feel that way. It's because of the fact that Joe speaks on everything and everybody. He always got something to say about everything and everybody. Megan Thee Stallion was one person that he dogged out, berated, drugged every single day in defense of Tory Lanez and talked about all the things that he knew about her in the industry. But yet, when it comes down to Puffy, you say you don't need to be the spokesperson to speak on the evil things that happens in the industry. Why is that? Why is that? Why was it so easy for you to speak on Megan when the Tory Lanez case came about, and you was so quick to talk about the things that you had heard about her in the industry and the lies that she told and the fact that you feel like Tory didn't do nothing to her and all this other stuff? You were so quick to talk about that, talk about how evil she possibly was and all this other shit. You was quick to talk about that. You had a lot to say about that. But you had nothing to say about Diddy. You quick to tear Cardi B, rip her to shreds about a record. You will rip Drake to shreds about a record. And some of the stuff that you say about the records and stuff, this is where we have a great conversation at, because I can agree with you on most of that stuff. But why you can't speak on Diddy? Is it because you scared of his motherfucking ass, or are you not speaking on him because you've been guilty of the same shit? Because you know that if you speak on him, it'll be like you're throwing bricks at a glass house. It'll be like you're hypocritical because you have abused women. You have put your hands on women. You have disrespected women in the highest form. So is that why you don't want to speak on Diddy? Because that's the only thing I could see from this whole situation. What other reason do you have to not speak on this? Why is it that everybody can speak on everybody else, but when it comes down to Diddy, everybody is hushed? Nobody has anything to say. Can somebody tell me why? Or are you brownstone to the shit and you like, and I can't tell you why? Is that what it is? Inquiring minds want to know, why y'all so quiet? Why y'all so scared to speak? But like I said, Joe Budden got his own damn skeletons. That's why he not saying that, because he know that if he say anything about Diddy, everybody gonna drag his ass for having anything to say about somebody else's situation when he is just as bad. So one could possibly say that maybe he's handling it the best way he know how, in a sense. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe he's being smart about the situation and not speaking on it at all. Maybe so. Now, before we get into the next one, there were other people that had some things to say from Love and Hip Hop Obscurity. Let's see what Peter Guns had to say.
I want to be the voice, so this doesn't happen to somebody else. So I'm doing this, and it's not about the money. It's about this not happening to somebody else. But then you get enough money, and you shut the fuck up. So which one is it? That's my question. Are we trying to be the voice, so this doesn't happen to somebody else, or are we gonna grab this money and shut the fuck up? That's what I was saying.
Okay. And my opinion on that is that if you listen to Cassie, agreeing with you, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I don't agree. This is what I'm saying. Number one, it was civil. Civil means money. So there was never any kind of dispute about what was going on here. There was never a dispute about what was the aim here. This is not a criminal case. He did not take a criminal case and make it civil. She did not start cooperating with the cops and then change up. She was in a civil case from the beginning, which meant she wanted money. If you listen to Cassie, Cassie's been saying, I've been asking Puff for money for years. And this nigga been on me. So I said, this is what's about to happen. I'm going to write this book. I'm going to get my money some kind of way. I'm going to get my money some kind of way.
So it's a money grab. You agree with me?
I'm not agreeing with you, because Cassie never came out and said that she didn't want money. What Cassie did was exactly what she was supposed to do. And I'm not saying nobody's guilty, because obviously everybody knows our relationship with Puff. Everybody knows our relationship with Cassie now. So all I'm saying is this. I'm not saying that Puff is guilty or innocent. This is not about that. It's not about innocence or guilt. It's about what happened. She opened the door. She opened the door. So now all these girls
she asked for the money. He didn't do it. So she started putting the stuff out.
You knew what you know. There's a New York precedent that says that, and I'm gonna have to get Moniece on here because Moniece just broke it down for me. The New York precedent that is over next week. It's over on Thanksgiving Day. That said, if you have a civil suit that you want to do, that's how the girls get in L.A. Reid. L.A. Reid got the same going on. Because I ain't talking about L.A., but another girl came out from Def Jam or Arista and said that L.A. Sexy assaulted her. Another girl came out and said Bill Cosby assaulted her. The New York statute is over next week.
They say that they want to be the voice, so this doesn't happen to somebody else. So I'm doing this, and it's not about the money. It's
And I really don't expect anything for now. One of these motherfuckers, I mean, they call themselves creeps. And they live up to that name. So what do I expect from either one of them? Absolutely nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. Like, I don't expect nothing from them. So I just feel like they should just really shut the fuck up. Because don't nobody care about what they think anyway, especially Dirty Feet Guns. Like, you made a whole career out of disrespecting women. So why don't you just shut the fuck up? Because your opinion really ain't needed at all. It's not. It's not. Y'all so focused on the fact that she got money from it. And that's what y'all really mad about, is the fact that she got paid for her pain. And that's just the problem here. Y'all could really be quiet. That's all I'm saying. So not only did two known toxic motherfuckers, Peter Guns and Rich Dollars, get online and start speaking on the Puff Daddy situation, forgotten Houston rapper Slim Thug also had some things to say about Cassie in this situation. Let's get into what he said, and then we'll be back with the rest of what he said. Let's take a listen.
Bill Cosby, coming back and getting puffed. I don't believe in that, man. When shit go down, speak on that shit right then, or it's out of it. It should be null and void. You shouldn't even have no type of nothing. You shouldn't be able to do shit unless you must let the people know what happened immediately. There should be a time limit on this shit. What happened was you got around them up stand up on love shit. This is what happened. I'm gonna tell you what always happened, right? You was with a billionaire with all this bread all this time, and then you went followed your heart to with a trainer. That motherfucking apartment got smiled in the bitch. That lifestyle fell off. Now it's struggle time. The love wearing off, and now you trying to come up with ways to figure out how to get paid. Now I'm healed and I can talk about it. I want to expose niggas in my books. You did that. You participated. You ain't say for nothing. You did that. So stand on that, man. Quit trying to expose people for money. Like, what the nah, that apartment got small. You and that dude you left for love. You let your homegirls hype you up when you was with him. You let them homegirls hype you up to tell you, girl, he treating you bad. He cheating on you. He messing with them back and getting Bill Cosby, coming back and getting puffed. I don't believe it.
That's very ironic coming from a person that is known as LaToya Luckett's ex. That's very ironic from a dude that really don't have no hits like that. It's very ironic from a dude who fucked his own cousin and got her pregnant after he found out that was his fucking cousin, allegedly. So of course, your nasty ass is gonna think that this shit is okay. Of course, you're gonna think that there should be a limit to when women are supposed to speak out and suing their abusers. Of course, you're gonna think that there should be a limit. Let me tell y'all, when you men come out and speak on things like this, when it's like violence against a woman and stuff like that, and y'all come out and y'all say y'all things about it, let me tell y'all something. Y'all really expose yourselves for who y'all really are every single time. I really want y'all to know that. Y'all expose the fuck out of yourselves. Every time you open your motherfucking mouth and say this dumbass that y'all be motherfucking saying. And it's always the motherfuckers who ain't got going on. Do you even take care of the kid that you created out of incest, allegedly? Do you even do that? While you sitting up here talking about this, like it's always these toxic ass mother that always got something to say about stuff like this and don't know what the they talking about. It's sometimes it's best that you just sit out on certain conversations that you don't understand. And this is one of those conversations that you don't motherfucking understand. So stay the fuck out of it, Slim Thug. Seriously, you didn't even have to say shit. But furthermore, he followed up on that statement, and we're about to get into that statement. So let's just let's go up here because I guess he felt like I guess because he got well, I ain't gonna go there because that ain't even about Diddy. I was gonna play the other one about Bill Cosby. But here he go. This is what he had to say in reference to what I just played. Let's listen.
Opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, we don't agree on everything. I can still take you to Starbucks and buy you a drink, and we can sit down and chop it up. Like, I don't hate nobody. I don't even hate Cassie. It was just my opinion. I ain't wanted to go worldwide. I don't do this to ever be on social media, other pages. I just be talking to y'all, my people. Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? I just on here every single day. I do this every single day. I just give y'all my opinion. That's it. I don't make nothing. I'm just speaking from, my seeing life and seeing what happens in life. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, like, but if I said something wrong, yeah, correct me, say something, tell me. I'm here. I'm not running from nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't agree with a lot of people on a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, we don't gotta agree on everything to have a conversation. I ain't that small-minded. You know what I'm saying? So to all, that was my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, we don't agree on everything. I can still take you to Starbucks and buy you.
So now you want to apologize after you have said what you have said about Cassie in this situation. Now you want to motherfucking apologize. Your apology is not accepted, Slim Thug, because you meant everything that you said. So stop. I wish you toxic ass will stop coming out speaking on shit. Then when y'all get drugged for it, y'all want to turn around and apologize. At the end of the day, you meant what the fuck you said. So stop apologizing. You on Diddy's side as you toxic motherfuckers always are. Y'all always see. Here's the thing. This is what I don't understand. Y'all always are speaking up for abusers and pedophiles and people like that. But but then again, you don't take up for the things that you need to take up for. But you want to take up for everything that's wrong in the world. Y'all take up for like that, but you don't speak on things that you need to speak up on. And that is the problem. Now your dumb ass done got drugged for saying that dumb ass shit that you said, talking about it should be a limit on accusations or it should be a limit on when you can speak up. There is no limit or no time limit on pain and what you call it, and trauma and things like that. There will never be a time limit on trauma because the shit gonna always live on within you. You got to figure out a way to get through it. You got to figure out, do I need to go to therapy? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? That's what they have to do to fix that. But trauma will always live within you. So there's never a damn time limit. So don't ever say that there should be a time limit on when somebody's supposed to come out and speak their motherfucking truth. Period. It's not. So stop saying that it should be. Stop saying that it should be. Or don't say nothing at all. Just shut the fuck up. Now, next on Surviving Diddy, we got Dawn Montgomery, who is a person that has a podcast on his Revolt Network. And now she's saying that she's leaving her podcast following the lawsuit, and she calls out execs for remaining silent on the situation. And this is actually coming from the Jasmine brand. So we're about to go ahead and get into that. Now, this is what was stated. The Jasmine brand said that the fallout from Cassie's shocking lawsuit against Diddy is beginning to bleed into his business. Now, a podcaster who was hosting a show on the Music Producers Revolt Network recently shared that she would be leaving the platform as a stance against his domestic violence in history. Dawn Montgomery, host of the podcast Monuments to Me, made the announcement on her X account, writing, FYI, I won't be signing on to do the third season of Revolt TV's Monuments to Me podcast. I am an SA survivor and I cannot be a part of a show that's supposed to uplift Black women while Diddy leads the company. Believe Black women. And a follow-up message, she continued, I am grateful for how I was able to contribute to this show with my co-host Akila. This was a wonderful opportunity brought to me by our producer Darius, who saw that I needed to share more of my story and connect with the show's audience. This isn't a hard decision and I am okay. Also adding, one thing I've done throughout my personal and professional career is be mindful of my work ethic and where I place my energy and time. And I also feel like Revolt's leadership not speaking on this says a lot. And even though this podcast experience blessed me, I'm done. Montgomery's decision to leave the Diddy-owned platform comes days after the hip-hop mogul settled his domestic violence in SA case filed by his ex Cassie. As we've extensively covered, the model sued her former longtime partner recently, claiming that she was subjected to beatings and sex trafficking throughout their decade-long relationship. The pair ultimately decided to settle the matter privately for an undisclosed amount, though it was previously speculated that Cassie was demanding no less than $30 million. As Montgomery stated, and at this time, it doesn't appear any of the execs at Revolt have made any comments about the situation. Outside of announcing the settlement, Diddy hasn't spoken publicly either. However, the podcaster pointed out that she's not the only one cutting ties with the mogul. So that's pretty much the gist of that. So let's look at the comments here as well. Someone said she knew about those allegations before she got a podcast. She probably did not know. Someone said, and for those who have a smart mouth, she's not jobless. Okay. Someone says, I get it. It's her job, her choice. But would Cassie have stood in solidarity with her if the roles were reversed? That's the breaking point of a lot of the decisions that I make. Would this person burn a bridge for me too? It ain't even about that. It's not about, it's bigger than Cassie. This was a woman that experienced SA. This is a woman that went through that. So why would she want to work under the umbrella of a person that's bringing that same trauma that she already went through against another woman? Why would she ever do that? So some of y'all really be sounding dumb when y'all be saying stuff, and y'all really be thinking y'all be eating when y'all vomiting. That's what y'all doing. Everybody, just like somebody said in the comments, everybody's not comfortable with taking dirty money. Everybody's not. So stop that. Period. Y'all always do that. With Cassie, it's not even about Cassie. It's bigger than Cassie at this point. Move on. Now, anyway, the last thing that we're going to talk about with the surviving Diddy thing is the situation with Wale that was previously reported. Now, we're about to get into this because somebody spoke on the Wale situation, basically saying that Diddy attacked Wale for working with Cassie at one point in time, and Wale and his team absolutely came out and spoke on it. Now, we're actually going to start it off with the story that was told about the situation, and then we're going to follow it up with what Wale had to say in response. Let's get into the situation at the beginning.
And this girl in the studio, and she's singing, but the girl is Cassie at the time. I don't really know what's going on. I just know she's a big singer. I'm not a musician. I'm not a music guy at this time. I'm not into music. I'm just there with Shy, literally make sure Shy, all right. I know like the popping people, Wale been telling us like before we even get to the studio with him and Cassie in the studio, Wale was already telling us like, man, we better go to the studio with Cassie. Man, Diddy be acting crazy over her. Diddy don't want nobody working around her. So y'all make sure y'all don't look at her too wild or make her feel uncomfortable. Or if you see her security guards with her, just prepping us on how crazy Diddy act over her. Like any guys that's around her in her vicinity, while Diddy not around, he kirks off, he goes off. We make it through the session. We probably like an hour in the session, like an hour into the session, maybe two. Her and Wale doing what they doing in the studio. We in the studio, and this girl in the studio, and she's singing, but
Okay, so that was the original story told about the Wale situation. Now, this is what Wale said. Wale said the slow demise of authentic journalism. I used to pray for the gullible. Now I'm scared of them. Someone said they be itching for a story, not even caring about how it'll affect someone. Wild trash. And then Wale said wild time. Now, there was a statement that was made, and here it is. It says, neighbors, get into this. Wale is denying all rumors that he was involved in an altercation with Diddy over Cassie after a man, Aunt Glizzy, set the internet on fire with the story that he claimed he witnessed. Now, via a statement through his management to TMZ, Wale says he never met Cassie nor Aunt and is ashamed that the story has gotten this far. He maintains that it's completely false, and he believes that Ant made it up because he was inspired by the movie The Five Heartbeats. It's a shame that a complete fabrication has gone this far and that we have to dignify with the response. The statement reads, it is a fantasy written by an outsider to exploit a viral story for clicks. The author must have watched The Five Heartbeats on basic cable and was inspired. They have never been in the same room as the people mentioned. Wale has never met Cassie or the author and was never involved in any type of altercation. He wishes peace to everyone involved in the statement. A couple of people feel like Wale has been paid off. Some people don't believe him. And even people were saying, even if it was true, they probably wouldn't have admitted it either. I don't know, Wale. I don't know if it's true or not, but there is a part of me that kind of feels as though you could be a little bit embarrassed by the whole thing. That could be a part of it. Or the other part of it may be it may not have happened for real. It might not just be true. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or it could just be, you didn't want it out. And you got to save face. That's another thing. So I honestly don't know. I don't really know what to say about it, but I don't put nothing really past Diddy. I don't put anything past Diddy at all. I personally believe that he did the shit, but that's another story though. But y'all, that's pretty much all that I got on this Surviving Diddy video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, honestly, for what it was worth. I just took all these stories that they've been talking about Diddy on and just put them on one damn video. And I just felt like, why not just name the video Surviving Diddy? You know, featuring such and such. But anyway, before we get out of here, let's get into let's pay 2 bills before we go, y'all. Now, first things first, Tramiel has a brand new single out called Long Days. It's available everywhere. So make sure you go purchase and also stream this new record. It's very good. Make sure y'all get it. And also a very special person, Bando. He has a brand new record out called Bando's Dream and is now available on Spotify, Apple Music, as well as YouTube. So with that being stated, this be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out here. And until my next video, I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Ciao.